Hello dear students. In this video, we will discuss the noun phrase in detail. We will see the structure of this phrase and the functions it performs. Let's begin. So what is the noun phrase? So when you Google it, you read an NP, or also called as a nominal phrase, is a phrase that has a noun or a pronoun as its head or performs the same grammatical function like a noun. So here you have to take into consideration, you have to remember two important things, that a noun or a pronoun is always the head of an NP according to this definition, and the phrase or an NP is capable of performing the same grammatical function like a noun. In fact, it performs the same grammatical function like a noun. Now, NPs are very important phrases because in the clause, NPs are important and versatile elements. An NP is an important phrase next to a verb phrase, that is VP. So let's glance over the structure and functions of an NP. An NP is capable of functioning as subject or object or complement or an adverbial when an NP is a main phrase. But when an NP is a subordinate phrase, it functions as a modifier. Now see the structure of an NP. An NP consists of two elements: head, which is a mandatory obligatory element, and modifiers. These modifiers may be pre-modifiers or post-modifiers. So let's first discuss the functions an NP performs. Now in this clause or sentence, this book is an NP which functions as subject. In this sentence, this book is an NP that functions as an object. In this sentence, it is this book. This book is an NP which functions as complement. Now there are some kinds of NPs, for example NPs of time. These NPs can also function as adverbials. So in this sentence, he bought this book last week. Last week is an NP which functions as an adverbial. So when an NP is a main phrase, it functions as subject or object or complement or an adverbial in the clause or sentence. But when an NP is a subordinate NP, that is which is not a direct constituent of clause, or an NP which is part of another phrase, subordinate NPs function as modifier in other NPs or prepositional phrases. For example, Shivaji, the founder of the Swaraj, is a symbol of inspiration. In this clause, the founder of the Swaraj is an NP which functions as modifier. So the NP, the founder of the Swaraj, defines another NP, Shivaji, and when an NP defines another NP, it is called as NP in apposition. Now let's see the structure of an NP. As we have already mentioned that an NP consists of head and modifiers. So first of all, let's discuss the heads. What can function as head of an NP? Number one, noun. In these two phrases, in these two examples, doll and sword are nouns which function as a head of an NP. When there is no noun in a phrase, in absence of noun, a pronoun may also function as head of an NP. So noun and pronoun are the most common word classes that function as head of an NP. So in absence of noun or pronoun, or we may say less usually, an enumerator may also function as the head of an NP. Along with enumerator, a genitive phrase may also function as a head of an NP, and rarely or less usually an adjective can also function as the head of an NP. So in this sentence, not sentence, sorry, in these two phrases, greedy and absurd are adjectives which function as the head of respective NPs. So after head words, let's move on to the pre-modifiers of an NP. So the first pre-modifier of an NP is determiner. So in these two examples, you see this is a determiner which functions as pre-modifier. Some also functions as pre-modifier which is a determiner. Enumerators also function as pre-modifiers. So in these two sentences, to is an enumerator, last is an enumerator which functions as modifier and modifier in these two examples. Nouns can also function as pre-modifiers. For example, in these two examples, in these two phrases, a garden fence and a gold ring. So garden is a noun which functions as pre-modifier. Gold is a noun which functions as pre-modifier. So an adjective or adjective phrase can also function as pre-modifiers in an NP. For example, in these three phrases, red is an adjective which is a pre-modifier, strong is an adjective which is a pre-modifier, awfully bad is an adjective phrase that functions as pre-modifier in this NP. Genitive phrases can also function as pre-modifiers in an NP. For example, Shivaji's sword or Sagar's love, GP function as pre-modifier. And finally, adverbs. When adverbs occur in initial position, they also function as pre-modifiers in NPs. So after pre-modifiers, let's move on to post-modifiers in NPs. The very first post-modifier in an NP is a prepositional phrase. In this example, the king of the kings. Of kings is a prepositional phrase which is a post modifier in this NP. Then relative clauses can also function as post modifiers. For example, in this sentence, in this phrase, the boy that I admire is a relative clause which functions as post modifier. Then adverbs can also function as post modifiers. For example, in these phrases, the girl upstairs, the boy outside. So upstairs is an adverb which functions as post modifier. Outside is an adverb which functions as post modifier. Adjectives can also function as post modifiers. So in these two phrases, something eatable, something nasty. Eatable is an adjective, nasty is an adjective which functions as post modifier in respective phrases. And finally, NPs in apposition. We have already discussed NP in apposition. So in this phrase, the hero is an NP in apposition which functions as post modifier of this NP. So now when it comes to discussing NPs, there are various kinds of modifiers, pre-modifiers and post-modifiers. So because of these various kinds of modifiers, it is possible for an NP to reach considerable complexity. With pre-modification alone, we can have phrases like this: absolutely the last two unsold ripe juicy mangoes. Now in this phrase, see how many pre-modifiers we are having. Absolutely is an adverb which is pre-modifier, then determiner, then last, then again enumerator, then adjective, then adjective, then adjective. So you may have any number of pre-modifiers in NPs, and also in post modification there is no limit to the length of NPs. The occurrence of the subordinate PPs as post modifiers is very common. I hope this discussion will help you understand NPs in detail. Thank you very much.